Hello dear students. Today we are on semester 2, lesson number 1, pollution. Now, pollution. What is pollution? Everywhere we see pollution. We can see land pollution, we can see air pollution, and then we can also see water pollution. Because of these pollutions only, our earth it looks very bad, isn't it? When we can't even see the clear sky, can we? No. Why? Because all kinds of pollutions are making our sky look very dusky, and it is harming human beings health also. Because of air pollution we cannot breathe the fresh air. Then because of water pollution we are not able to drink the fresh water, and because of land pollution also we are not able to breathe properly, because the carbon dioxide it is harming the environment as well. So let's start with the warm up. See the picture of the earth. What can you see? The earth is crying, isn't it? It is shedding tears. Now we can see all these smokes. Then from the head of the earth, all kinds of smokes are coming out. Then from the ears also, all kinds of smokes are coming out. And what the earth wants, help me, isn't it? The earth wants to help it. So can you recognize our planet earth in this picture? Can you? No, I can't recognize the picture of planet earth because it doesn't look like our planet earth. Our planet earth looks so beautiful. It is surrounded by what? It is surrounded by water. Like we have on both the sides, we have Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. Then on the south below we have the Indian Ocean. Then because of this it looks so beautiful. Then it looks so greenery also. But in this picture we can see only the smokes. We can't see the picture of the planet earth. So I will write it no. Then why is earth sad? Why the earth is sad? Why? Because of all such of pollution. Because of pollution the earth looks very sad. Because of pollution. Then why is it asking for help? You can see the earth is asking, help me. Why is it asking for help? Because of this pollution the earth is not able to breathe or to look beautiful. So why is it asking for help? To get rid of pollution. Next, what can you do to make it happy? So what can you do to make the earth happy? We can take care of the earth by planting more and more trees, by reducing the pollution. If we can do this, then our planet earth will become happier. So by keeping our environment pollution free, we can make by keeping environment pollution free, the earth, we can make the earth happy. We can make the earth happy. Okay? By keeping the environment pollution free, we can make the earth happy. Next, in this picture we are going to learn about what is environment. Air, water, land, noise and radioactive pollutions. All these are types of pollution which is making our environment unhygienic and polluted. So let's start. Our environment means our surroundings. whatever we have in our surroundings that makes up our environment, like the trees, the animals, then the buildings, then the roads, the rivers, the lakes, the ponds, everything makes our environment. And environment comprises of living as well as non-living things. It includes the people, places, objects, flora, fauna of an area. We breathe air, we drink water, we live on land, and we eat plants and animals. So, if any of these elements are damaged, it will affect us adversely. So, we should keep our environment healthy. So, we breathe air. If we are making the air polluted, how can we breathe the fresh air? We can't. We will become unhealthy. Then, when we can't drink proper water, then also we will become unhealthy. Then the land also, if we are polluting the land, that means we are polluting our environment. It is very important to keep our environment neat and clean and as well as healthy. Next, pollution. Pollution is the contamination of land, water and air by harmful substances. Such substances are known as pollutants or contaminants. They may be natural or human-made. Natural pollutants include volcanic eruption, forest fire, sandstorm, and pollen grains. Human-made pollutants include industrial effluents, pesticides, automobiles, exhaust, and honking of horns. Pollution damages our environment. Air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, and soil pollution are some types of pollution. Now, pollution means when we are contaminating our land, our air, our water by the harmful substances, means by the smokes which comes out from the factories, the waste which comes out from the industries or factories. Then by burning the garbages on the land and by throwing plastic materials on the water, all this makes our environment polluted. And because of this pollution, we will not be able to live a healthy life. So, and there are natural pollutants and human-made pollutants. Natural pollutants means the volcanic eruption. When there is a volcanic eruption, the lava which comes out, the smokes which comes out, it spreads on the air, it spreads on the land and makes the land and air pollutants. Then forest fire. When there is a forest fire, the smokes which comes out, it pollutes the air. Then sandstorm as well as pollen grains. All these are natural pollutants which make the environment unhealthy and polluted. Human-made pollutions means the industrial waste, then the smokes coming out from the automobiles, from the vehicles, then honking of horns which makes noise pollution. So it damages our environment to a very extent. And the types of pollution which we have are air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution and soil pollution. The first is air pollution. Air pollution is caused by the introduction of harmful gases and particles in the air. Volcanic gases, fumes from forest fire, sandstorm, pollen and ash are some of the natural air pollutants. So, what are the causes of air pollution? The harmful gases and the particles which are present in the air. It makes the air pollutants, like the volcanic eruptions, the gases which comes out during the volcanic eruption. Then the fumes or the smokes coming out during the forest fire. Then the sandstorm, when there is a storm, it brings all the small particles with the storm. And then pollen and ash, when the grains are being burned out, then there also it causes the land pollution, the soil pollution. Okay, so these are the air pollution. Human made sources of air pollution. See, all these are natural air pollutants. Okay. Now human made sources of air pollutions are poisonous gases like carbon monoxide released from vehicles, industrial emissions that contain toxic gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Emissions from electronic equipments contain harmful compounds like chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFCs. They are emitted by refrigerators and air conditioners. Household emissions comprise smoke produced from burning wood and charcoal for cooking and bonfires. Radioactive emission. Air pollution causes cough, nausea, eye irritation and diseases like asthma and bronchitis. Now these are the human made air pollutants, the poisonous gases like carbon monoxide coming out from the vehicles. Then the industrial emissions, the industrial waste which comes out for manufacturing the things, that also it's polluting the air. Then from the electronic equipments, a harmful compound like chlorofluorocarbons which comes out, which is emitted by the refrigerator and the air condition, that also pollutes the air. Then the household, when we use charcoal for cooking, and then when we for entertainment, when we have a bonfire, all these are actually polluting our air. Now the radioactive emissions also. Air pollution causes cough. See, what are the causes? We have a cough, then nausea, then eye irritations and diseases like asthma and bronchitis. People who have asthma and bronchitis, okay, the breathing problem, most of the people who have this diseases, they suffer to the very extent due to the air pollution. So we have to be very careful. We shouldn't make the air pollutant because it creates problem for the person like who suffers from asthma and bronchitis. Next is water pollution. Water pollution is caused due to the introduction of pollutants into a water body. Volcanic eruptions at the ocean floor and floods are natural causes of water pollution. So water pollution, the pollutants into the water body, when we throw some cans or some plastic into the water, then it pollutes the water. Then when there is a volcanic eruption, see, volcanic eruption, it happens on the land also, it happens in the water also. So when there is a volcanic eruption in the oceans also, it makes the water polluted because the lava which comes out, it spreads in the water and then it pollutes the water to the very extent. Then when there is a flood, with the flood we never know that what are the things are coming with the flow of the water. So that also it's polluting the water to the very extent. Now human made sources of water pollutions are discharge of industrial waste into rivers. See, this is a picture. In the industrial, when people are manufacturing the things, the waste material, where they discharge in the water, in the river. Discharge of domestic garbage and laboratory matter into water bodies. Oil spill in sea water. Runoff from farms treated with pesticides. Water pollution causes diseases like dysentery, jaundice, typhoid and encephalitis. It also causes various other respiratory and skin infection. Because of water pollution, we can have this kind of diseases. We can have jaundice, we can have dysentery, then we can have typhoid, then we can also have some respiratory problems as well as some skin infections. Skin rashes will be there on the skin if the water is polluted. So it is very important to keep our water neat and clean. We shouldn't throw any waste materials into the water bodies. Now, soil pollution. Soil pollution is also known as land pollution. It happens when pollutant causes soil to become infertile or unusable. Soil in volcanic areas and oil fields is often polluted by volcanic activity and minerals. This is why soil in these areas have no vegetation. Some human-made activities causing land pollutions are improper disposal of household garbages on streets and in open drains. So, main causes: improper disposal of household garbage. We people, what we do, we throw the garbages here and there. In fact, when we eat something also, what we do, we throw the paper, the wrappers here and there, and this makes the land polluted. When there is a when the land gets polluted, what we can see the flies over on that polluted area, and then we can also see some insects. Then we can also see the dogs scattering the garbages here and there, which in turn makes the land looks very dirty and unhygienic. Then improper disposal of contaminated medical garbages. Improper disposal or leakage of harmful chemicals in industrial areas. Because of leakage also in the industrial area, the chemicals which comes out, it also pollutes the land. Abandonment of open mines and construction sites. Excessive use of fertilizers, pesticides and insecticides in farming. So overuse of fertilizers, pesticides. Well, see, farmers, they use pesticides, no doubt, but if they overuse it, what will happen? The soil will become infertile, and there causes the land pollution. Soil pollution may cause headache, nausea, and skin rash. In extreme cases, it can even cause cancer and can damage the kidney, liver, and the nervous system. Next is noise pollution. Noise pollution is the occurrence of loud, disruptive, and unbearable sound. Sound is measured in decibels. The comfort level of sound for human is 20 to 120 decibels. When we hear anything above 90 decibels, it becomes harmful for us. See, whenever you want to listen to the song, and then if you want to raise the volume, there will be always a message popping up on your phone that loud volume may damage your ear. This message will come up, it will pop up on your mobile phone. So there is a limit. Even to listen to the song also, there is a limit. What is that? A human being only up to 20 to 120 decibels can hear. Otherwise, if beyond this, if 90 is the minimum decibel, up to 90 decibels, we can listen to anything, we can hear anything. But if it is more loud, what will happen? It might damage our earbud. So it is very important that whenever we are listening to music, we have to be very careful in this. Honking of vehicles, blaring loudspeakers, constructions activities, and rock concerts causes noise pollution. Areas near factories, airports, railway stations, and busy highways are the commonly affected areas. Noise pollution causes stress, irritation, annoyance, and even digestion problem. Excessive noise pollution can even cause deafness and high blood pressure. Hence, hospitals and schools ban honking around them. It also disrupts animal life and scares away birds and animals from the area. So, noise pollution, if you when we are bursting the crackers during the Diwali or any occasions, what will happen? Who will be affected most? The animals, especially the dogs, will be affected most, because the eardrums of the dog is very thin. They have a very thin eardrum. So due to the loud voice of the crackers, they have a chance that their eardrum might burst. So every time we are being warned by the governments also that not to burst crackers to the very extent, and sometimes like we are banned also, but still we human beings, what we do, we never listen. So it is very necessary that whenever we are hearing, we are listening to loud music, or when we are bursting crackers also, we should keep in mind that other persons might be affected due to our act. Now next we have radioactive pollution. Radioactive pollution is a pollution caused by radioactive or nuclear materials. Some nuclear materials are uranium, radium, and plutonium. This may be used in the form of fuel or weapon. If nuclear material waste are not disposed properly, then it may prove extremely dangerous. Exposure to radioactive materials can cause skin cancer, genetic disorder, physical deformity, general disorders, and infection. Then Chernobyl disaster is in Ukraine 1986, and the Fukushima Daiichi disaster in Japan 2011 are some of the most tragic nuclear disasters in history. See, nuclear factories, when they are manufacturing the weapons, and the materials, the nuclear materials which comes out with the smoke, like uranium, radium, and plutonium. If there is blast in the nuclear factory, what will happen? The smokes which comes out, nuclear materials which comes out from these factories, it affects the people's life. They may have a genetic disorder, and genetic disorder means like a person may not be able to hear properly, or person may not be able to walk properly, then speak well, or some may have some walking problem. Then all these kinds of genetic problems they might have. And also when they are exposure to radioactive, they can have cancer also, skin cancer, and then physical deformity, like they may not have a hand or a leg. So all this will affect people's life to the very extent due to the radioactive pollution. And these are the disaster which took place in Ukraine and in Japan in the year 1986 and in the year 2011, when there was a nuclear disaster. Now let's move on to the exercises. First we have filling the blanks. Dash damages our environment. What damages our environment? Pollution. Next, pollutants are of two types, natural and human-made. Next, land pollution refers to sound. Land pollution is referred to polluting the land, or you can say soil pollution also. Land pollution means soil pollution also. Then sound is measured in 20 to 120 decibels. Radioactive pollution is caused by dash substances by the nuclear material substances. Okay. Next we have match the following. Household garbage on streets. Household garbage on streets. So what damages it will do? It will do damage on the land. Then uranium leak. Uranium leak means it is a nuclear material. So it means radioactive pollution. Rock concerts. Rock concert means noise pollution. Next, fluorocarbons. It pollutes the air. Then we have oil spill. Oil spill, it pollutes the water. Next we have write true for true, T for true sentences and F for false sentences. Pollution is the contamination of land, water and air by harmful substances. True. Air pollutants are human-made pollutants. True. Land pollution is also known as soil pollution. True. The comfort level of sound for human is 200 to 240 decibels. False. So this was about the chapter pollution. Next time we will meet with a new topic. So till then students, take care of yourself and thank you so much.